Good morning, good morning. You've attained a flare. Okay. How are we all doing this morning? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel. I am Art Walker and I am here to teach you guys how to draw hands. So I know this is a really tough subject for many people. So I am quite happy to show you guys how, not to this level, but definitely you will pick up a lot with regards to how I simplify things and then draw them for certain, it depends what I'm doing. It could be for a character, male or female, it really doesn't matter. So all I ask of you guys and girls is the fact that you hit the like button. I do this for free, quite gladly. So if you like what you see, please hit the like button. And it encourages my channel and it encourages my enthusiasm and so on. And that would be great. So just hit the like button and repost and share the live. That would be great. So if you don't know my work, I do a lot of anime. I do a lot of tutorials, free tutorials. I did one today already. On how to draw the human arm. Like so, and I take you through step by step how to draw arms in different positions and so on. So I will be doing the same today, and I am guaranteeing that you will learn to draw arms in around, not arms, excuse me, hands, in around 15 minutes. So how many people got in the chat? We've only got 6 in the chat. That's not very good. However, the show must go on. To the 6 that are in the live stream, can you or can you not draw hands? Who cannot draw hands in the live stream? It's important that you guys declare the truth, because then I can help you. So who cannot draw hands? Just say me. Just write me. Because the reason I'm asking this is because I am pretty much guaranteeing that, there you go, human meat, there's one. I'm going to guarantee you, to all those that declare that they can't draw hands, that in around 10 minutes you will be able to. We're going to make a little bet. Who's going to bet with me? So, how you doing, Kim? Who's going to bet with Art Walker that in 10 minutes time they will be able to draw hands? Well, you should know by now. You've been at pretty much every single one of my live streams. So you should be able to take over this live stream yourself, if I'm honest. So who else cannot draw hands? Who else? Come on, be honest. Be honest. Don't hide in the background. This is my type of live stream, quite interactive. Anyone else? Is it only one person in the live stream? Okay, well, that just means there's only one person in the live stream that wants to learn to draw hands. It's very unfortunate. However, it is what it is. So let's just do it anyway. So who was it that said it? I can't remember the name now. So this is, I think it was Human Meat, right? Yeah, Human Meat. It's just me and you, mate. We're the only ones that can't draw hands. So to all the others that can, I don't know what you're doing here. Oh, dearie me. Okay, good. So let's get into this. So Human Meat, it's just me and you, mate. We are the only ones. You're the only one brave enough to say that you can't draw hands. So Human Meat, I'm going to address this straight to you. This is like a 1-to-1. Oh, Hunter's in there now. Okay. Here we go. Me too. This is what I like. So I've got 3 people in the room that cannot draw hands. I am going to make a bet with you that in 10 minutes you will be able to draw hands. Are you willing to take that bet? Are you willing to take that bet? You say 5. Okay, 5 people. So we're going to do a virtual shake. Yes, Human Meat is well up for it. That's what I like to see. So this is a virtual shake. We've made a bet. Together, in 10 minutes, you will be drawing hands like a legend. Right, so let me get my pens ready. We have now got around, what's the time now? I can use my timer. Let's go. Let's go. Human meat and the rest. What is this? What does that look like? What does that look like? You trust me. Go for it, Sig. What does that look like? A house. Perfect. Perfect. It's actually a crooked house, right? So we're going to call that our crooked house. Brilliant. Good start. We are on the right track. So what have I added here? What have I added here? It would be a pentagon, but I get it. What have I just added there? Triangle. Perfect. So anywhere you see, when you hear me say cylinders, they're going to look like that. They are 3D objects. Anywhere you see this circular object, that is a sphere. So that's what you're going to see now. What we now have is simply this. We have our triangle here, and we have our crooked house here. So now I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have the knuckles. I'm sure you are all understanding what we now have, right? So everywhere you see me draw a line, that represents the bone. So we're measuring this distance between here and here. However, I'm not going to mark that one in because then it looks like a rude symbol. So now this represents the framework for our fingers. And the last one is for our thumb. Everywhere you see this spherical object is a joint. So we add one here and then another one, 1, 2, slightly higher, 1, 2, slightly lower, 1, 2, and slightly lower still, 1, 2. Now we have literally the framework for our hand. We need to add some body to it. So everywhere you see these cylinders, this represents the bone. So we've got a bit of thickness on our hand because we don't really have wireframe hands. So that's that. So now we have a skeletal hand, very basic skeletal hand. And all I need to do now is add the skin. This represents the muscle. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. 3 minutes. To all those that could not draw hands, do you now know how to draw hands? Jackos, thank you. Yes. So that's 2. Yeah, I know. It's a bit wonky. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. For sure, yes, fantastic. So all that you now it's payback time. Now is payback time. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. I will show you that. Looks fantastic. So this was done in 3 minutes, right? Obviously, there are levels to this, right? This hand was drawn in 3 minutes, but we can take this to another level. Say, for example, I did this during a live. This was during a live as well, right? So we are talking basic. We've got more complicated here, and we've got basic here. So this is just an example as to how you can draw it in a basic form, right? So I am talking from a position of understanding, right? So when you see this, that is not a true representation of me. This took me 1.5 hours, and that was all done in a live. All with the ink, by the way, without pencil. So it's payback time. You guys owe me something. You guys owe me something. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all I ask. Because you have to pay back. Usually I ask for a fast car. I usually ask for a Bentley for my moderator, Kim. So I'm not asking for a car anymore. How do you know how long? Yeah, I'll tell you that in a minute. Not a problem. I will tell you that in a minute. In a minute, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he wanted a Rolls Royce, but nobody pays up. So I'm just going to ask that everyone subscribes to my YouTube, because I will be heading over to YouTube and doing my lives there. So if you want to support me, that would be great, as I am aiming to support you. Good. So everybody understood that. Did everyone understand that? Does everyone understand that? Yeah? That is, you see, that's what I like. Thank you, hearts, for actually subscribing. That is really nice, because as you know, I do this for free. I don't get paid by this channel. So if you subscribe to my YouTube, you will be able to support me by just subscribing. You don't even have to pay anything. This is live. I can do a little dance as well. This is all live. This is all live. So let's break this down, right? We're going to break this down. The hand is quite a complex, it's a complex part of the body, right? As you can see, I was sketching yesterday. I was messing around. My tutorials do get a little bit wild. And as you can see, the hand is a complex thing. What I just showed you guys is how to simplify it, all right? So when I draw anything, I always try to break it down, simplify it, and that is how I do it. Seems to say that sounds really nice. There you go. There you go. Are we getting compliments already? So this is the palm of the hand, right? Like I've got it here. All I've done is simplified that into this shape here. Or I'm going to try and keep the color scheme the same. I've simplified it into that shape. And I've simplified it here also. So we have two shapes. Someone asked about proportion. Now we're going to get into proportion, right? The full palm, the full palm of your hand is roughly the same size as your face. So if you have a head, this is a face, and I'm sure everyone's going to try this as soon as I explain it. You should be able to put your hand pretty much over your face like this. Usually I do this live on camera, but I haven't got my camera on today. So your hand should literally go over your face. Oh, yeah, MJ, I think. You did it straight away. Well, it does work, for real. So if you put your hand over your face like this, this is a rough gauge as to proportion for your hand. And it really does work. And I can imagine, if I was to watch you guys, that would be the funniest thing ever. Everyone with their hands on their faces. So anyway, we've done that one. So what I'm going to explain to you now, the hand here, this part of the hand here, let's put some dimensions. To here, I should have actually done it here. I'm going to do it to here. Tuck, tuck, right? And then to here is roughly the same. This distance here should be roughly the same here. As in here to here. See that? Roughly the same. Obviously, people have different shape and size hands, but that is a good guide. Tick, tick. So if you like what you see, please hit the like button and please share, repost, just to generate the interest as TikTok. Exactly. TikTok Mac. So, hand over the face, And now we are all going to do, to make sure our hand drawing skills are spot on, we have to do 500 press ups. Has everybody got that? Has everybody got that? Yep, 500 press ups. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I was just I was just checking to see if you guys were listening. Just checking to see if everybody was awake. So everyone's like, what? 500 press up? What is this guy talking about? So anyway, if you can't do 500 press ups, your hand drawing skills are going to be absolute rubbish. I'm just telling you that's a disclaimer. You won't be able to draw hands because you need to have really strong hands to draw hands. Everyone's like, nah, this guy's lost it, mate. Anyway, let's go into this a bit deeper. Remember, I love it when people start crying. I love it. I love to make people cry, unfortunately. So this blue line here, right? This wire, let's call it the wireframe blue line here, right? This, if we draw this, like someone asked about bending the finger, which is obviously where we need to go. So now we are bending the finger. We have our spherical objects, one, underneath the line. Very important. Underneath the line, underneath the line, underneath the line. Tack. It does, doesn't it? It sounds really bad. It sounds really bad. So this line here represents this line here and also these joints here. Has everybody got that? Has everybody got that? I'm just going to see if yes, brilliant. So now we're looking at a finger from the side. What do we need to add? What do we need to add? What do we need to add now? I always like to ask questions just to make sure everybody's awake. Elizabeth, what do we add? What shape do we need to add now? Because we've got the wireframe. Something is missing. Everyone's sleeping, mate. I think we need to do the press ups. We'll flip the camera up. We'll do a couple hundred press ups. Wake everybody up. Oh, I've bamboozled them. Okay, I will explain. See here, what shape did I add here? No, not the kite shape. Not the kite shape. We need to add our cylinders. Maybe it's just a little bit early. There you go. Cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3. That's all right. There you go. Cylinders. Ah, yeah, silencers. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I love that. The silencers. No, that is too funny. I'm going to say. Yeah, don't worry. That is, I love that. The silencers. And then I don't know if it's a he or she. I can't spell it. Ah, that's really cool. That's really funny. So now we've got a finger from the side. All we would have to do, what would we need to add now? I love that. Silencers. Oh, I love it. What do we need to add now? And it's hidden in plain sight, actually. Come on, Maria. You've got this. Come on, hearts. Try. No. Not I don't know. Not triangle. No. What do we need to add now? It's hidden in plain sight. The lines. What lines? What color are they? The muscles. There you go. The green. We need to add exactly. So simply, but don't forget, we've got folds here and here. You see where I've marked those lines out? This is where the skin folds. the skin is quite tight to the bone here. We can lift it slightly. And then we have our finger. Look at that, baby. Drop the pen. Isn't that amazing? Exactly. Exactly. Is everyone getting that? Yes, Mr. Stevens. Please hit the like button and share if you care. As you know, I'm doing this for free because I care. And if you've not followed me, I think you should. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube and you did lose the bet and you are learning something, you should subscribe. It's only nice. Be nice to the old man. Ah, that's nice, M. Stevens. That's very nice. I joined at the end. Yeah. But you can watch this on my YouTube channel. I will be posting it today. That's for sure. I've got a couple to post today, actually. Good. So, step 1 was what? Bax, you might want to hang in there for this one. Step 1 was what for the newcomers? Step 1 was what? I'm going to test the older heads in the room. Step 1 was what? Crooked house. So let's do it at a different angle. Step 1 was our crooked house. Step 2 was what? Brilliant. That's what I like to see. Step 2 was what? Oh! No, triangle. Wicked. Triangle. To the middle of our crooked house. Step 3. I hope you're paying attention, Bax. Spheres. Brilliant. For the joints. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I shifted that. Excuse me. My mistake. AKA joints. Brilliant. Now, how do we measure the fingers? How do we measure the fingers? I did show you a little trick. We use what as our measuring stick? Yes. Yeah, our face, exactly, was also one. This distance here is our longest finger here. Tick. So we could use that. I'm not going to draw that one first. As you know, it's a rude sign. And then we have our distances set. The thumb, I didn't mention the thumb. The thumb distance is to roughly the middle of this finger here. So we need to be able to move our thumb this way to around this point here. And that's where the thumb should end up. Then we add our other joints. Oops. Like so. And then we have our hand. We will touch on the thumb in a minute. Last but not least, we add our cylinders to give our hand a little bit more body, right? Because we don't have wireframe hands. So I'm going to quickly go through that. Like so. So I'm adding cylinders all over here. And then last but not least, we add the skin and muscle for a basic technique on how to draw hands. And now we've drawn it from a different angle. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Oh, good, I learned something now. I joined 5 minutes ago. Brilliant. So there you go. If you've only just joined and you've learned something now, you will learn a lot more, because my lessons are structured like this. So jump onto my YouTube, subscribe to that, and then you will learn a lot more. And I'm trying to keep this free of charge, but I need you guys to support me, right? So I need everyone that's in this live to either follow me or subscribe. That would be great. That's all I ask. And I appreciate to all of those that are actually contributing by following. I appreciate you. How about veiny hands? I'm not doing veiny hands, Andre. That is more to do with hatching and texturing. That is a totally different tutorial. Totally different. And that is high level. This will work for your kids, guaranteed. Because this is how I taught kids. This is why I use the term a crooked house. Because I actually taught kids how to draw hands with a crooked house. Because kids don't recognize the word pentagon as easy as they will a house. So what I used to do is I used to draw it like this. And then I would tip it. And then that's where the crooked house came around. Because I was showing the hand like that. Thank you, Becca. That's very nice of you. Has anyone got any questions? And most of my tutorials are structured in a very similar way. I take quite complex things like the hand and break it down. So it's for all ages. It actually is for all ages. And then I do take my work a little bit further. And then I draw hands like that. So just to give you an idea as to where I go with what I do. I'm on holiday at the moment, so pretty much every day. Oh, that's nice. So when you see what I do here, this is not a benchmark as to what I can do. And if you're looking for anatomy tutorials, I draw a lot of anatomy as well. So, and I draw a lot of anime, and we do character design together sometimes. I like my live streams to be quite interactive. I like to ask questions. I'm just trying to find another. I've got such a stack of tutorials. I don't even know where half of them are anymore. And sometimes I do less interactive tutorials. I'm just trying to find the one. I can't find it. Doesn't really matter. But then I do also leg anatomy, arm anatomy, and stuff like that. But I am not only doing anatomy. I'm doing also characters, for example, from cyberpunk, steampunk characters and stuff like that. Horses, blah, blah, blah. So let's get back to what we were doing before. Yes, I do have a Discord. Thank you, Becca, as someone who... Oh, really? Okay. I am self-taught. I didn't go to art school. I did go to university, but I didn't go to art school. And it's now become my passion. I've been drawing seriously, let's call it seriously, for the last 10 months. And now I'm really pushing my artwork. And as you can see, I think this was a couple of days ago. And that was maybe a week before. So the progress is starting to really kick in now. Because I think I did this around 2 weeks ago. And then I'm now at this level. So I expect big things from myself. And that actually did take me an hour and a half during a live. It was all during a live. So I think I could have definitely done it in an hour. So there you go. Thank you. Good. Yes, I'm going to do another one. I just have to think of the subject, mate. I was thinking of a cool, you know, these Japanese masks that these kind of ghoul mask things. I was thinking of doing one of those actually. Yeah, well, you can teach yourself a lot. You can. But if you want to go to art school, why not? I'm not very. I don't think I'm talented, if I'm honest. I'm just hardworking. Thank you, Bex. Okay, bet. What are we betting now? Yeah, I was thinking of doing something a bit ghoulish. One of our interactive lives. We do interactive lives where we actually draw together, so everybody contributes to the image. So, and I'm quite good at drawing things like that, unfortunately. Yeah, I could draw yeah, a cool skeleton. Yeah, I think I could actually. So, if you would like to join me for that one, good. That would be cool. I think we'll do that. So, anyway, let's get back to it before I bore you all to death. So, what does this tell you when? Oh, no, in fact, let's rewind. Rewind. If we are looking at this hand from the side, we're looking at it from here. It would look like this, would it not? Is everyone getting that? Thank you. Yeah, Becca, you are 100% right. I don't have a degree in illustration. I have a degree in design. So that is like product, graphic, and a little bit of illustration. But I would say 80% of what I know now, I've learned myself. What does that? Does everyone understand what that means when I draw that and I say that this is that object there? Does everyone get what that means? I'm just gonna wait quickly. Is everyone seeing what I've done here? Not really. Okay. Right. No, this, I'm going to get my super markers out. These are my super markers. They are worth absolute fortunes. You can't buy these in the shop anymore because they're so amazing. No, they're rubbish actually, but never mind. This is a side view of here. You see, I break it down. We are not jumping anything. These are the super markers. Cannot be bought anywhere. With that rubber band. Serious, we are talking high level here. So if you like what you see, please hit the like button. And do you understand now what that is? Because then, if we label this number 1, number 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we would see knuckle 1 and 2. Are you now understanding what I mean? I'm going to wait because I know it can be a bit tricky. Let me just grab a glass of water very, very quickly. So, back again. Shady's back. Right, so. Kind of, right. So, you have to imagine that the hand is a three-dimensional object. This is very important. If you don't get that, you're going to be stuck forever and cry every time you draw hands. So, does it make a little bit more sense now? We've got our crooked house tipped like so. Maria's crying. Don't cry, Maria. Don't cry. You're in safe hands. Look, there you go. That's basically what we've got. If we tip our hand like so, you see, we've got this shape. It's the same crooked house, but it's like a wedge. Yeah, you see, this is important to understand. Very important. I don't know. It's because I'm constantly drawing. I am drawing for about 4 hours a day easily. I might even do 3 hours live streams, go to work for a few hours, come home, and then I'll do some more doodling. I don't watch TV. Jamie, I'm not an artist. I am practicing art, but I'm not an artist. I'm a new boy. I'm a newcomer. It takes me 4 hours to. Oh, I just draw anything. I just sit there and just mess about. And now I'm going for another hand drawing and anatomy phase. I just go through phases. Then I put them down and I keep moving. So is everyone getting that now? Even that this example is a little bit scrappy, but I think it's clear enough that you can see what I mean. Yeah? Any questions about that? And please hit the like button if you like what you see. And please share the live. And if you're not following, I would suggest you think about it. Because I have many tutorials very similar to this. And it would help me and support my channel. So, any questions about that? And thank you very, very much for the gifts and the shares. I take it there are no questions. So, now we have to also think about the thumb also as a 3D object, right? So now I take my green super marker. This, if we tip that shape, it would look like this. Are you getting that? Is everyone getting that? I need some interaction, because then I'll just keep going and then people will just get lost. That's all it is, really. You know, if you guys don't tell me, I will just keep going. You got it. Good. And then we would add it here. And then we have our thumb in position. And drawing hands, you can never draw enough. Why? Why do you have to go away? Thank you, Molly. Oh, I think I've seen your work as well. You've got some cool work, Molly. I've seen you. You've got some good stuff. Maybe we can do a collab one day. But maybe you're scared of me and you don't want me near. You don't want me in your lives to scare away all your friends. Never mind. It's just the way I look. That's what I'm not doing. I'm not showing myself on the camera anymore. I'm scared that I'm not. I don't want to scare people away. Been working on helping people too. Made tips. Good stuff. So, okay, well, we'll keep going. I take it we are all on the same page. So now, I am going to take it a little bit deeper. So now we're going to draw hands. Oh, maybe I should start drawing 4 hours every day too. Yeah. Or maybe you're talented and you only have to put in half an hour. Maybe I'm just absolutely rubbish at drawing and I need to put in 10 hours, which is possible. So let's go a little bit deeper, right? So say, for example, here we've got a finger from the side. So now check this out. We are looking at a finger from the front here, right? So let me draw a really dodgy eye. So we're looking at the hand that is approaching our eyes here, right? So if we've got this spherical object or knuckle 2 here, everybody knows what this line is, right? Does everybody know what that line is? That's the top of the finger. So remember what I said? We have to draw our spherical object under the line. So you have to imagine that is under the line. What do I need to add now? What do I need to add now as much as possible? Yes. And as varied as possible, Molly, I would say. Do not get stuck into any one thing. Draw as many different things, especially if you get art block. If you get art block, just draw something else. Could be, I don't know, a funny face or something. It doesn't really matter. Your eye's great. Yeah. Well, this is not really a style of art, I would say. This is just the foundation of how to draw something. And this is the way I draw it. This is not my style. My style is more like this. Or this is more my style. When I sketch, this is my style. But I don't think this is a style. This is as basic as I can keep it without implementing my style. Exactly, Maria. Exactly. Our cylinders. So this is cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3. So we're adding cylinder 1 here. We're adding cylinder 2 here. And then we're adding cylinder 3 here. And now we have a finger that is pointing downwards. Huh? We can now, let's rotate this finger like so. This line shifts, so this line here shifts in this direction. We add our spherical object. Let's bend it. Sphere. And it's going backwards here. Right? So we're going backwards here. We do the same. We add our cylinders. Now we have a finger that is rotating on an axis. It was straight and now it's turned like that. Is everyone getting that? We do the same, because that's how our fingers can rotate like that. So we draw 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then we cylinder it up. And now we have this. We have our finger from the front rotating on an axis. And the axis point would be the main knuckle here. Yes. Thank you, Molly. Thank you to all of those that are complimenting my work. Has everybody got that? It's like the different angles. There you go. And that's why we break it down nice and slowly. We don't just start jumping into drawing veins and stuff like that. That is high level, right? That is high level. And I would have to sit down and study veins as well. How you doing, Jordanism? Hope you're doing well, mate. So there you go. So I've pretty much stuck to the script here. All we would have to do is add our skin to the hand. So we've got our finger that is rotating and moving around. So this is our basis for our finger. And then we just simply add the details on top. There's no point in drawing a hand really, really, really detailed, getting it wrong, and you're like, oh, this is wrong. It's better that you start with a wireframe, get it right, and then you add your detail. Crazy shapes can... Thank you for the gifts, mate. Much appreciated. You good, bro? What happened to... the horse one. Where did I put that? I can't remember what I did with that. I think I put it in my... I didn't finish it, actually. That's the problem. I start things and then I don't finish them. I did post that horse drawing, actually. So if you want to see that horse drawing, you can see that on my live. Excuse me, on my live. On my TikTok. But the horse one, it did come out. And I might do another horse drawing tutorial as well, actually. That's definitely coming up. Crazy how shapes improve. Exactly. How do you get the length of the fingers? As you can see here, this distance here determines the longest finger here. So if you are struggling with it, check that out. That helps you proportionally. And that's why I've got here, this distance here, the whole hand should fit on your face. That's why I've got that here. The worst face drawing in the world, but your hand should cover your face. Unless you have really small hands, which is possible. No hate. Good. So, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you really like what you see, please share my live. Good. So, has anyone got any questions about what I've done up until now? Anyone got any questions? I'll pause the action a little bit. Yeah, the finished image you can see on my TikTok feed. Has anyone got any questions? I'm just going to pause the action. No, good. So, okay, we're going to take it a little bit deeper. This one might be something I'm aiming at UV. At UV. Because I did check out an art piece that you did the other day, and it's is it some sort of angel or something? I'm not sure. Or some kind of ghoul type character. So if we want to draw a hand in a different position, oops, I need to change my color. What we're going to do is we start with our crooked house, for example. Don't forget to give it a thickness, right? That's important. Just to give it a thickness. And if you imagine this is the wrist where it connects to the hand. Yeah? So, now we add our knuckles. The thumb, unfortunately, in this situation will be at the back here. We probably wouldn't see much of it. And then we can add our fingers. You see that? And the thumb would be here behind here somewhere. We can draw that later on. So now what we do is we add our joints again. What do we add now? I'm just testing. To the 52 in the room, Lucius, you're not a fan and you're not following. That's a bit sad. And Salmon, that's a bit. I'm calling people out now. No, not the spheres. We've got the spheres already. Azar, good try. Good try. Hello 99, hashtag 99. What do we add now? The cylinders. There you go. So bear in mind, some cylinders will be hidden. Let's say, for example, this one will be slightly hidden. And now we have a hand. Do you know the artwork that I'm talking about, V? Where you drew the hand. I noticed it the other day. Look, and now we've got a hand. Thank you, Lucius. Are you following me though, Lucius, or are you just loving the content? Not sure. Let me check. Oh, you follow me today? Oh, that's nice. Not a subscriber. You don't love me that much then. You don't love me that much. Who's that? Someone walking by. So now all we have to do is add our muscle and skin. And now we have a hand that is in this sort of position. Obviously we can't see the thumb, but that would be the goal. You don't have enough money. Money? No. There's nothing. This is for free. I don't. Maybe someone's charging you, but this is for free. You're going to the wrong site, mate. You're going to the wrong site. Whoever's charging you is making money, and I'm not. I need to find out who that is. So there you go. Is everyone getting that? Ah, he means you. But do you have to pay to subscribe to YouTube? No. Talking about. So, has anyone got any questions about what we've done up until now? Yeah. I'm not talking about TikTok. Yeah, now TikTok, they've put that on my feed. I didn't put that there. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I've never drawn a comic book poster myself. I'm not a comic book artist. How do you draw the skin on the hand? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Take a look at this image here. This is so helpful. You're welcome, Alicia. How did I do that? Have you just turned up? Zayden, have you just turned up? Oh, I've got a couple of newcomers. I've definitely got a couple of newcomers. Oh, sugar. Oh, dear. Just now. Wow, this is a bit rough. Okay. How many people have just turned up? This is not what I expected. Just turned up. Yes, I've got a couple in here. The only way I can explain this is, hold on, how can I really explain this? Yeah, I'm going to do the fastest ever version, and you just have to hang in there, because I wanted to move on to actually doing the hands that are holding things for some other people. So basically, and if you learn how to draw hands, if I teach you, you have to subscribe to my YouTube. That's all I ask. So, Zayden and Gigi, what is this? I'm going to do this really quickly, so you're under pressure now. You're holding the class back. What is that? Oh, and I'm starving. What is that here? I'm going to grab one of these little biscuit things. What is that? Zayden? Sub. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated. That's what I like. I like people like you. Honest. Not just hiding in the background. Honest. So, what is that? What is this shape here? What does that look like? A house. Brilliant. So, we draw a house shape, and then this here is a triangle, right? We add a triangle to the house. That's what I've done here. Right? So wherever you see me add a sphere is a joint. So now we've got this. Tick, 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 tick. You getting that? Are you getting that? Oh my God, so simple. So, Gigi, count yourself lucky that I'm not asking for a car anymore. I'm only asking for you to subscribe, because I used to ask for cars, and I now have 75 cars that I can't sell. However, this distance here, between here and here, yeah, I'm starving. This distance between here and here is the longest finger here, but I'm not going to mark it because it looks like a rude symbol. See that? That's the distance we need, roughly here. Then, obviously, we have the corresponding fingers, and they get slightly smaller. This is the longest, and so on. The thumb, as I've illustrated here, if you move the thumb inwards, it should roughly be under here. You getting that? Writing it down. I will post this. I will post this again. I haven't posted one on hand drawing for a while, but I will do. So no need to write down. So, thank you, V. What's that about? What's that? I don't know what I don't even know what that is. What is that treasure box stuff? Okay, V, I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. I don't even know what you're doing. I have no idea. So anyway, everywhere you see a sphere is a joint. So now we have this finger here with the joints. We add all the other joints. And now we have the wireframe for a hand. Oh, really? I don't even know what that is. So to those that are familiar, what do I add to this now? I'm just going to keep going. Exactly. Cylinders. Just like this. Brilliant. Thank you for your feedback there. I'm just going to go really quickly, right? So imagine that they're cylinders all the way. I usually do them separate, but just for speed, I'm just going to fly through it like that. And last but not least, we add the skin and muscle details for the hand. Did you get that, Gigi? And was it with something with Z, I think? What was it? Zayden. Did you get that? You got it. Perfect. Perfect. So now, never forget that these are 3D objects. And as you can see, I've illustrated how to draw a finger from the front and so on. So this is a finger that is shifting from left to right and bending, as you can see. This is a finger that is, if it was straight here, it's bending down to here. So we have this motion. Is that clear to everyone? Really? That's a shame. So let's go to the last stage now. Is everybody happy with that? Please let me know. We've been going for over an hour. I was hoping to... What's the time now? It's not too bad. So what I want you to do now is think about hands in different positions. Think about drawing hands in different positions. So now let's say we go. Let's say we go like this. And I want you guys to do this as well, right? So don't just watch me. Just draw some crooked houses in different positions. It doesn't really matter. So don't worry too much about proportion. Oh, I think I've drawn that similar to that already. Whatever. And let me think now. Let me get slightly different. Like so. I'm going to go like this. So is everyone getting what I'm doing here? This we won't see. This we can see. Is everyone understanding what I've drawn here? Yeah? Good, Alicia. Thank you, Alicia. At least Alicia's awake. Who's Jim Lee? I don't know who that is. Perspectives on palms. Exactly. So imagine if we were to add our wrist to this, we've already got... I'm going to do it the other way, actually. I'm going to do it this way. We've got the start point for many hands in different positions. This one's a little bit long, but it's okay. Yeah, but yeah, of course it is Jim Lee. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. So now, what do we add now? I know of Jim Lee, actually. What do I add now? Please hit the like button if you like what you say. Exactly, the spherical objects. Obviously, oops, no. We've forgotten something. Uh-oh. Silo, you've jumped the gun, mate. No, Alicia, oh, Lord. You guys are falling asleep. V has nailed it, the triangle. Don't forget the thumb. You have to add thumb. There you go. So just randomly add some thumbs. Or the triangle. Let's say the triangle for the thumb, right? Like so. And also here. Is anyone actually doing this as well? And if you are, or if you want to and you're not getting it right, let me know. I'll get you to join the live stream and I'll help you out. We might as well just go the whole hog. So close that off, tidy that up. As you can see, my drawings are not 100% brilliant, but they are functional. That is what I do. Yes, I would do it, Muggin. That triangle is new for you. But there you see, we do have that triangle there. See? No problem at all. No problem at all. Be right back. Please hit the share button if you like what you see. And hit the like button if you like what you see. Yeah? And to those that are not following, think about following, because I do a lot of tutorials like this covering various cool things with regards to the human body. And I'm sure you can apply that to your own artwork. So, okay, so let's solder on a little bit and then we can finish this up. We simply now add our spherical objects. So these represent the actual knuckles. Last but not least, there you go, doing it. Well done, Gigi. You joined us late, but you're well engaged, which I like to see. So, apparently I need to get 100 new followers during this live, apparently. Why have I not got 100 followers during this live? I can't be doing a very good job. Thank you for the kind gifts. So, whoops, I missed one here. What do we add now? What do we add now? Exactly. Yes, we add this wireframe here because that determines, for example, where our fingers belong. And we can bend them and so on. $21,666, the mark of the beast. Ah, dearie me. Right, that's a good question. This here, you see this, Zayden? This distance here, here, tick, tick, tick. Some people have little fingers, so maybe they're baby fingers. But here, usually, it's around that distance. The mark of the beast. Don't worry. I'm losing it, mate. I'm losing it. So, has everyone done that? So let's do that everywhere. Let's do that everywhere. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you really like what you see, buy me a car. I might as well ask for the cars now. I'm getting desperate. Get myself a new 4x4. Why not indeed? Oh, in fact, let's leave that. I've gone a bit far already. Do. And the last one, last but not least, and this is something you can just practice, right? You can just literally say, right, I'm going to practice hand drawing, and you just draw random hands. In random positions. And that is a good way to practice. As you can see, I'm not going to worry too much about proportion yet. I'll probably even leave that one as it is. Well, I hope so. We need to lose it in this world, mate. I'll tell you. What does SK mean? SK. Never mind. I don't know what that means. SK useful. So F. I don't know. Good. So we are now running into the last 5 minutes or so. We add our cylinders to the hand. And now we've got a series of random bony hands. But this is just good to orientate us as to how to draw. Hands. So, to the 50 in the chat. Come on, Stickleback. KD, where are you? Luca, where are you? Are you happy? Let me see who else is in the chat. Rio, Blossom, As I see. I've seen Azza. I can't see that name. It's been fresher. Enrico, tell me something. Your thought on AI. I think it's absolute rubbish. I'm not into it. Put it that way. I'm not into it. No, you'll never see me using anything like that either. Cheers, V. Take care, mate. Thank you. Not doing that annoying. I'm only sticking to the hands today. I don't mix the lives. Thank you very much, V. Have a lovely day. Okay, mature. Old people opinion. Yeah, maybe. But all I need is a pen and a paper. You need a computer. You need software. You need electricity. And I believe that the human brain is the best computer on the planet. And we shouldn't be giving it away to systems, because then I'd say, for example, a live stream like this cannot happen because people might not have electricity. People might not have a computer. But all I ask, you can have a piece of newspaper and do what I do. You just have to have a pen and a piece of paper. I drew this on a scrap piece of paper, and I'm not bound by a system because I know what it's like to be bound by a system. Photoshop, for example, you have all these updates, and if you don't have this update, you can't do this, and then you have to pay for that. And this is, for me, far too complicated. I don't even like having the park sensor in my car, to be honest, because I believe that is taking something away from us. I stream nearly every day. No, I won't be giving it a try because then I'll be I'm giving my attention to a system. And then I'm only as good as the system, and then I'm only as good as the updates on that system. When I draw, I am boundless. I can draw absolutely anything. I don't have to pay for any kind of installments. I don't need a laptop. I do need a laptop for this, but I don't believe that we should give our brain power to a system. That's just my opinion. No, I won't be giving it a try. No. It has its place. Yeah, it has its place. And it's pretty cool. But it's not for me. But you have... No. I don't... No. I don't have to try it to have an opinion about it. For me, it takes away some of our sovereignty. It's like having a AI generated conversation. I saw that actually the other day, and it was very scary. Actually, it was about an AI generated conversation, and it sounded like real people. And AI generated art is it's an interpretation from a system. I don't know if that's right. I agree with you, mate. Yeah. Thank you, Azza. There you go. Handmade. This is exactly what I mean. I've got an old Golf, a really old Golf. It's about 24 years old, right? A Golf GTI, lovely car, right? And I've got a newer car. And if I park the old car, I'm waiting for the sensor to go beep, 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 beep. This is not good because you forget that the sensor's not there. do you see what I mean? And that is scary. I'm fed up with people like that. If that's wrong, sorry about that. It's not. Yeah. Thank you, Alicia. This is the principle as to why I do. You see, the paper that I've got, it's the cheapest paper on the planet. I buy it in the supermarket, right? I've got the cheapest pens out of principle because I want to reach out to everyone that wants to learn to draw and doesn't have the money. I was that child once. I grew up in Brixton in London, and I didn't have a lot of paper. And I think that shows in my artwork because I draw everything over everything. Because I didn't have loads of paper. I didn't have loads of colouring pens and stuff like that. And I think that's why I do this even now. So you are pretty much a product of your environment. And all of look at that. That's crazy. And I do this all the time. And I think it was to do with the fact that when I was a child, I didn't have much paper. And I used to just fill little gaps fill this gap and fill that gap. If you've got an AI system, you have no chance. They will upgrade the system and then you are no longer available to use it, or it's no longer available to be used. Yes, exactly. That's why I do it. No, it's really, unfortunately, it's quite a scary development. You know, it's quite a scary development. And when I watched this, I was listening to this podcast, and this guy he actually put a document into some Google. It was a PDF, I think. He put it into a PDF. Excuse me. He put the PDF into this Google system, and this system turned it into a conversation. And this is like, no, that is scary, man. People are fixated on AI have never understood basic physics or nothing. No one wants to hire them. Really? Well, there you go. There you go. You know, I had this happen to me the other day. Have you ever drawn a car? Yeah, I have actually. I have drawn a car. I used to like drawing cars actually. I'm glad I grew up without the internet. Exactly. The internet is a good thing. Like now we've got a good conversation going, right? And I think it's brilliant because I've got 21,000 people following me, and a lot of these people write to me and say, "Oh, thank you, Art Walker. You've inspired me," and da 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 da. Can you get that from an AI system? Would you be comfortable to say to an AI system, "Oh, thank you for teaching me how to draw"? I just hate that AI skims real art and takes advantage of their skill. Yeah, I agree, side grade. And you are bound by the system. You are bound by the package that you're using. And I don't want that. Because if I don't have the right package, I can't draw this. Oh, you haven't got the bone version. Oh, okay, I'll get that one then. And then they say, and then I say, no, but I want to draw it like this. And oh, you haven't got the sketch version of the bone version. Whatever. No way. Oh dear. I'll tell you, mate. Don't get me started for sure. I don't. It took me a while to go on to actual TikTok. If you met me a year ago, I was fully against it. I can tell you that in all honesty. I didn't even want to join TikTok. Oh, really? In patient care? No, you see, this is not right. I don't know. No. Hey, Art Walker, how you been? How you doing, Milan? I'm doing good. Thank you very much. We're just going on a bit of a rant at the moment. We're talking about AI. So anyway, I think I've just lost half of my my peeps. So let's finish this up. Yeah, that is frightening stuff. I don't know. And I'm glad. And as I don't know if the person's still here. They said old person's opinion. Yes. Yeah. I would be very careful. Never give up. Your brain is a sovereign. It's the most. Your brain and your body are the most sovereign things you can ever own. Why would you give those away to some corporation? That just makes me feel ill. Anyway, still here. Mugen, let's go. So let's finish this up now. Oops, I must have got a little bit distracted there, but that's all good. So let's finish up these scrappy hands that I've drawn. And then we will be all finished up for lunchtime. Don't know what I'm having because I haven't prepared anything. But this is what I would recommend you do. Literally draw hands in different positions. Experiment with the positions. So now you've got something that represents, or it looks similar to a fist. Do you see what I'm saying? You play around, work out, how do I draw a fist? How do I draw a hand? This is important. This is important. Still here. Good. I've learned so much on here regarding art. Yeah. What? Live chat GPT in your school? No. Oh, you just, that is just, well, put it this way, right? Whoever's using AI now, and when you look at the professions that people can no longer do because of AI, you can no longer, it's like I've seen people, they're downloading code for computer programs, right? This is what I got out of graphic design, because if you didn't have the best version of Photoshop or Illustrator and you were out of the market. Did you see those scary AI videos? I'm not sure. Maybe I have. You got lunch. Okay, mate. See you later. I'm going to finish up myself. Timing on top. Yeah, I've got to go myself. Oh, that's a dystopia. Yeah. Have you ever used? No, I have never used AI. Never. Yeah, well, this is the thing. How many professions are now totally dominated by AI? What are we going to do? How are we going to earn money? How are we going to be part of society when you've got a job that no longer exists anymore? It's scary stuff. How well does it work? And when it switches off, God help us. Yeah, when it switches off, my God. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it, mate. Zombieville. When that thing goes off and you don't know how to do you don't have the basic skills that the brain would normally be practicing, we are going to be so lost. So I don't even think I can post this on my YouTube because I've gone on a rant here. And anyway, so I'm going to finish this up. Rapid speed now. I actually had someone join my live this week and they said to me, I don't need to learn what you're doing because I've got AI. That's what they said to me. Can you believe that? I don't need to learn this line work. I've got AI. That is scary. I just don't understand how you can say that with such arrogance and such, what's the word? Naivety, you know? How can you say that? I don't need to learn what you're showing me. I've got AI. Oh no, that just killed me. It killed me. I don't know. How can you be so naive and so, And I did say, well, I just need a pen and a paper. You need electricity. I just killed that argument with that statement because human skills, we're talking about human skills. What I'm doing here is a human skill. Why would I want to give some package that is, and bear in mind the people that actually are developing this, do you think that they're here to help you or to take away some of your sovereign skills? Man, no way. Never ever. I will draw with this pen until I'm 6 foot under. I will never touch that. Even more so now I'm talking about it, it's making me even worse. Who knows? Who knows where it's going to go? It's like you can't quantify it. You cannot quantify the power of AI. You cannot quantify it. And, we say in jest that it's going to take over the world or whatever. But who knows where it's going to go? So, there you go. So I hope I didn't rant too much today. Unfortunately, sometimes I do get a little bit distracted when people challenge what I'm doing. Unfortunately, we don't all have this. No, not unfortunately, but sometimes we just don't have the same opinion on certain things. But I will never trade in my pen for any computer package. That's for sure. Tuck. There you go. So this is why, or this is how you should practice and experiment with the Crooked House drawing technique. Yes, I have to go as well. So thank you to all that joined me. Much appreciated. Sorry it went off on a bit of a tangent. It was great fun. Thank you for all your kind gifts. I hope to see you all very soon. I've been drawing and taking that. Good. And I won't be posting this live stream because I think it went off on a bit of a tangent. But you will find this on my TikTok feed. I'll post that just so you can have a bit of a recap. And thank you very much. I wish you all a lovely day and see you again very soon. Take care now. You're welcome. Oh, Mazzy, how you doing? Oh, she's gone. How are you doing, Mazzy? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Take care, Zayden. Nice. Thank you for joining me. And sorry, heart, I'm just finished. Literally 1 hour and 33 minutes. So I have to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Join my Discord and then you will be informed as to when I am online. Sorry, guys. You too, Mazzy. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.